Scene 25, take 3562.
If you'll direct your attention to my lovely flight assistant here, she's going to give you the safety briefing. Just remember, the exits are here, there, and behind you. Just be careful to remember that occasionally the nearest exit to you may, in fact, be behind you. Now, I know that you're all wondering why in the world I'm dressed like this. Well, CCSC is a very comfortable place to be, so you know I prefer to fly comfort. Anyway, we will be traveling around and just giving the basic safety tips to everyone as you have fun. So
now we're going to go ahead and move on to some of just the general safety. We want to make
what we want to do here is we want to remind you guys to be aware of your surroundings so you know you don't end up dipping your partner to somebody like this. That's bad, don't do that.
I think you take breaks when you're tired. I see it all the time with just myself. I get to teach in the military press to somebody, or I just have been doing it a lot through the night and I have to go ahead and stop. Just say, hey, you know, my arms aren't going to handle it right now. Give me a few minutes to take a break, I'll come back. Inside that, you want to stay hydrated because water's kind of what keeps you going.
Stay hydrated. This is a proper example of how to stay hydrated during Cowboy Country Swing Club. We appreciate that. Good job.
The next thing to remember is to practice the move exactly how you're going to do it when you actually do it with the music. We like to say that perfect practice makes it perfect. So you want to do it exactly how you're going to do it before the music starts, because if you don't do it when you're practicing, then you won't do it with the music.
Remember, always stay positive.
Okay,
some basic, spotting and safety guidelines. We want to make sure that everybody stays safe, nobody gets hurt. We'd really like you guys to practice this over the summer, or if you're learning the new moves, just make sure that nobody gets in trouble.
These two spotters, because you want to have sometimes someone on the girl and someone on the guy, or two people on the girl, whichever way the move is going. But make sure to have two spotters. That's the safest way to do it, and you can have more than that, but no less than two.
Right. Yeah, something else that we want to cover is people strong enough to catch the person. We know you're going to have your friends around, and it's nice and all that, but we really want to stress that somebody there is strong enough. So we just want to make sure that we've got people there to go ahead and be able to catch you, because we don't want them hurt, and we don't want you hurt if they're landing on you that day.
So one of the main things, actually probably the most important part about spotting, is if the girl in the air is starting to fall, you want to watch her head and catch the head and shoulders and not her feet, because that's the most important thing. If she lands on her head and hurts that, that's a whole lot more dangerous than hurting her foot. So if she is falling, you want to catch her head as opposed to her legs and ankles. The next thing to think about before you do the move is to pre-plan your spotting positions. This is because a lot of the moves, you need someone in front and behind the move, or you need someone on the sides of the move, or people moving around. So you need to pre-plan how you're going to handle the spotting, so that you don't get caught up and potentially be in the way of the move.
Yeah. To go along with that, we want you to go ahead and break them down. Each move that you do, be sure to break it down into steps. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. You can see that in our videos. We kind of start with the basic deal, and then we break it down into pretty easy parts so we know where we're going, what we're doing, who's going to be where, that kind of thing. Right, so I'm going to follow that with Watch the people, not the move. You want to be ready for something. You want to be watching for something that's going wrong. You don't want to just be watching to see if they can get the move. That's something I personally have a little bit of trouble with, so I try to focus on the person, make sure that everything feels solid. If I see a slip or something, that's when I'm going to go ahead and move in. I don't typically see about half the move because of that, so that's what I'm watching for.
Now we're going to demonstrate proper spotting safety. And we are actually also going to demonstrate how to be a hands-on spotter. When they're in the air, you can actually be touching her. Like if she starts to fall in any way, you can grab her, or Jordan as well on the ground. So then you can like stop them from falling. And when they press up, if Jordan's struggling, you can grab her as well. And that helps with hands-on spotting. And then as she rolls down, you can catch her as well to help Jordan there.
That's it. Cut! Cut! I don't have one of the fancy fun things. Cut! I don't have one. Cut!